Hi everyone and welcome to Return to Fit's Nutrition Basics, Unit 4, Lesson 2. Today we're going to talk about supplements. So we'll dive right in to whey protein, and it's a great source of nutrition. It really is. A lot of misconceptions about supplements out there and whether they're healthy, and supposedly they're unregulated, but they are regulated. They're regulated as food. They're limited on the claims they can make. They have to be tied to a study. That doesn't mean they're all good. I'm not giving them all a free pass. But as far as whey protein goes, it's in baby formula. We've been giving it to human beings for decades. Um, Reason why I like whey protein, it makes post-workout nutrition very easy. It's easily absorbed by our body. You can get it in several different flavors. And it's a relatively cheap source of protein when you compare it to meats and other protein like that. Creatine was once a highly demonized supplement, but that led to it becoming one of the most studied supplements on the market. So not only is it good for boosting muscle growth, but it has a bunch of other benefits that we weren't aware of before. Only use pure creatine if you're going to use creatine at all. Avoid putting the flavored creatine just avoid flavored creatine. It's usually loaded with sugar, and yeah, sugar is needed to absorb the creatine, but you'd never need the amount of sugar you find in these supplements. So use pure creatine, add your own flavor to it, so that way you're in control of what's going in. And as I noted in the slide, it's also found naturally in red meat, meaning most of us have been eating it and consuming it for most of our lives. So we're going to talk about BCAAs, branched chain amino acids. They're still a highly sought after, highly marketed supplement that is really next to useless. So here's what we know. Amino acids are the building blocks of protein. They're heavily involved throughout our entire body. They're essential. BCAAs are thought to play a role in the protein synthesis, keep blood sugar levels stable, and help with muscle synthesis. Most studies, especially recently, have found that they're not really that effective at doing anything. The recommended dose is 3 to 6 grams of every hour of intense training. The keyword is intense training, and even then, like I said, the studies don't support it. I don't recommend it. Multivitamins are simply just a catch-all, especially when you're trying to diet to lose weight. They increase the amount of nutrients that you're taking in. So even though you're not going to absorb everything in the pill you take, or the gummy, or whatever it is, some of it's going to go out because your body doesn't need all the vitamins every day, especially the fat-soluble vitamins. But it'll take what it needs at the time you take it. Like I said, it's a catch-all. If you're dieting, you're eating less food, your chances of a deficiency go up. So we've covered that in great detail in the first one. Fish oil is another thing we've talked about before. It's full of omega-3 fatty acids. And American diet, as you know, is grossly deficient in the omega-3s. Our ratio with omega-6s is way out of whack. And all that aside, it's been shown to reduce joint pain in some studies. Again, not the best studies, but they're not the worst studies. But it definitely can be beneficial for people who are working out and experiencing joint pain. But it's mostly good for the heart, and I recommend both of those. This is the one, it's probably the most misunderstood supplement out there because it's in our coffee and our tea and our soda pop. Energy drinks push it. It's a chemical that's actually got, and some people consider it a drug. And like all drugs, you can easily have too much of it. Um, a lot of different sources will try to use the side effects of too much to scare you away, and that's kind of a mistake to stay away from it. No, we all metabolize it at different rates, but its effects. So if you're a fast metabolizer, slow metabolizer, you might be able to get a big effect out of a small amount, and anything over an average amount makes you jittery. Other people, they can consume a ton and never feel the jitters at all. Um, I can drink a cup or two of black coffee right before bed and fall asleep, no problem. So everybody's different. Side effects do include crashing, anxiety, and it does agitate the bladder, creating that urgent need to urinate, and it can cause diarrhea. Um, so suggested sources, and this is where it's going to grind a lot of gears for people. A black coffee, green tea. Those are the suggested sources. Those are the ones I highly recommend. All these other sources, energy drinks, sodas, caffeine pills, and all those workout supplements that are trying to shove caffeine into them so that you get that feeling of energy. A lot of pre-workouts, really a bunch of crap with caffeine filled, and then it's just avoid them. If you want caffeine, get it from a high quality source. Black coffee, green tea. When to use? Obviously morning, before you start the day, before your workout, and early afternoon at the latest. It takes about 6 hours, depending on your speed of your metabolism, to process and get that caffeine out of your system to the point where you're able to rest easy at night. And that's it. Another short one. Don't forget the downloads, the recovery guide, shake recipes, and the workout nutrition report, which is just a summary of these 3 lessons. If you like more from Return to Fit, we have our coaching programs for men, women, and wrestlers. We also have more free classes on the way, plus there's a lot in here if you haven't gone through all the lessons in this. We have a free report that just came out on the 3 most devastating lies about weight loss, or how to lose weight. So that's a lot to offer, and we are always open to suggestions. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can get your downloads by going to returntofit.com and clicking on free course, and you just go to the lesson that we're on, and you'll find your downloads. If you also are on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, as we'll continue to put out more content. And if there's anything I can ever do for you guys let me know. Thank you.